Hello and welcome to Big Red Journeys. I am your host Big Red, and on today's journey we are back here at SeaWorld San Diego for Seven Seas Food Festival. As the name kind of entails, this is an international food festival. There is booths that represent Latin America, Europe, the Mediterranean, Asia, and a whole lot more. We're going to try a little bit of food from there, a little bit of drink from there, here and everywhere in between. And there's some live music as well, and we're just going to have a good old time here at SeaWorld San Diego. So, if you care to follow along with me on this journey, let's go. So of course, the first thing you have to do is get yourself the food and beverage sampler. There's different levels of passes here. I ended up getting the pass holder exclusive, which you pay for 15, but you get 3 extra punches. So that's the benefit of becoming a pass holder here at SeaWorld. You get a few more samples to try out. But also make sure to pick up the booklet that's given out at the different restaurants. Inside of it will have the little food items that are going to be at each different location, as well as, importantly, the map on where to go. So the first stop for me on this journey is at Tuscan Flavors. I ended up getting the fried cheese ravioli. It came highly recommended, so of course I had to try it. Look at that. Basil, pesto, Parmesan cheese. It sounds delicious. Get a nice good one here. Looks pretty good. I'm going to try it without the marinara first. That indeed is delicious. The reviews are correct. Very good. Let's try with the marinara now. Delicious. This is honestly one of my new favorite items. I probably should have saved the best for last, but I started with the best, I think. So let's see if anything tops this one. I'm definitely going to give this one probably 5 chef kisses. One of the main hubs here, which is going to be right in front of Wild Arctic and the Penguin Encounter, you're going to have the Seven Seas Food Festival soundstage. Musical acts are going to be performing live here from different parts of the world, including, we have to the left some beer trucks, to the right Mediterranean flavors and German flavors, which is a brand new booth for this year, including some pretzel bites. But I'm going to go here to Mediterranean flavors because I'm always a fan of the lamb sliders. They moved. They used to be by the Nautilus Amphitheater. Now they're over here in the stage area. But we got the classic grilled lamb chop, lamb sliders, my personal favorite here. Greek yogurt ice cream with honey and balsamic, baklava, and a Saint-Tropez sunset, which is Grey Goose, citron vodka, elderflower, lemon juice, club soda, and pomegranate. It's always wonderful to have a bright, beautiful, sunny San Diego day, some delicious food, and some great music behind me. Brings a great bit of ambiance to this festival. So before it melts any further, I'm going to try the Saint-Tropez. This is the sampler size, so a little pro tip for you. If you just want to try a little bit of everything, you're going to end up getting the smaller drink. But you can pay the full price or pay the difference, and you end up getting the full-size drink. But keep in mind also, based upon what sampler you end up getting, the 10 or the 15, or even the pass holder at 18, you want to try to get the items that are going to be worth the most expensive items for you, so that way you get the most bang for your buck, essentially. So I tend to order some of the more, the higher priced items. That way, when I get the sample, when I'm done with the cart, I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. So, salud. Nice and bubbly. This is beautiful. This is a great drink for a hot day. Very refreshing. A little tart. That's, of course, with the lemon juice that's in there, and pomegranate. But the pomegranate really bounces out real nicely. I'm very happy with this drink. I give it about a 4.5 chef kisses. And now for the sandwich. Always good. Refreshing on the cucumber and the lettuce that's in there. The tzatziki sauce, I'm a big fan of Mediterranean Greek food. The tzatziki sauce is not too cucumbery, dilly. I don't know how to necessarily describe them. So people who may not necessarily be a fan of Greek food, they'll definitely enjoy this one. The lamb burger, deliciously done. This is going to get a 5 for me. at the German flavors booth. We have brand new items. Again, this booth is actually brand new to the whole festival. Smoked jalapeno cheddar bratwurst slider, a traditional bratwurst slider, pretzel bites with beer cheese, and dessert pretzel bites, cinnamon with cream cheese icing. In the middle of my journey here, I ran into who else but SoCal Disney Dad and Mrs. SoCal Disney Dad.
SoCal Disney Mom. What do you call her?
There we go. We'll call SoCal Disney Mom. Well, Trevor and Amy, if you don't know, first of all, give them a follow if you haven't done so already. Great content. They go to all the same theme parks I do. SeaWorld, Knott's Berry. Actually, no, it's starting to do Knott's Berry Farm, right?
Knott's Berry Farm for the first time in a couple weeks.
That is true. But Disneyland, in fact, we're going to be seeing again each other later tomorrow at Disney California Adventure for their food and wine festival. So that's going to be fun. But he already had a video that popped up on his channel. Go check it out. They were here yesterday. Had a few tastings, some recommendations, some not so much recommendations. But overall, great stuff. So outside of that, make sure you give him a follow. Do it now. Like I said, do it now. Do it now. We're not going to leave. We're going to wait here until you do it. I'm not going to... Okay, there, you did it now. See? It wasn't that hard, was it? So we're only going to be here for a few hours. And honestly, my stomach wouldn't be able to handle 18 different servings of food and drink. So this is just a part one, probably of a part two series of videos. Get a little sample, enough for you to make a decision on whether it's worth coming down here or not. But I recommend you do. The food is always delicious. Music, ambiance, it's always pretty good. And I mean, it's beautiful, bright, sunny San Diego. You can't beat that, right? Over here at Calypso's Joe for Caribbean flavors. A pretty good menu of items here. Jerked white cheddar mac with pulled pork. Jerked chicken slider, I've had that before, it's pretty good. 2 new desserts, key lime tart and lemon tart. And 3 drinks to complement, or I should say 2 really. The Caribbean Sunrise with Flor de Cana rum, lemonade, orange juice, grenadine, and Sprite. And a tropical hurricane with Sailor Jerry spice run, pineapple juice, orange juice, and grenadine. And in the main hub here, kind of in the center, right underneath the great tall sky tower, it's kind of like, I guess, ground zero for the Seven Seas Food Festival. That's the main food festival stage that's right over there. Looks like there's a band that's about ready to play. And we got some food carts around us, SoCal flavors, and a craft beer cart. Beer, of course, is always a popular menu item here at SeaWorld. So at the SoCal flavors booth, I ended up getting the white cheddar and lobster mac and cheese. We're going to have craft cheese, little Parmesan crust, and of course, pretty good chunks of lobster. Going to get a good chunk, some good amount of everything. Honest thoughts, the lobster itself is very good. If you just have the lobster pieces, delicious. But I'm a little critic here. The cheese tastes like that cheap, take it out of the plastic Kraft sliced singles cheese. I'm not a fan of that type of cheese. Like,
it stinks.
I kind of expect a little bit more of a delicacy cheese, something, 3 cheese, 5 cheese blend, something. The lobster itself gets a 4. Together with the mac and cheese, 3, to be honest. I'm a little disappointed on it. I'll let you be the judge for yourself when you come get it. A little update video for the new Hibisco Modern Mexican, which is going to be taking place here at the Mama Stella's old Italian kitchen. Looks like they gutted out the inside pretty well. Just some signage is down. But nothing outside of that really. I'm looking forward to this Modern Mexican. And as my friend Trevor from SoCal Disney pointed out, mobile ordering. Could that be the future here at SeaWorld? Mobile ordering? I think so. And of course, the theme park can't go without pizza, right? So the old Manta food area over here is being rethemed again for pizza. I think this is like the 4th or 5th reiteration of a food joint here in this particular stall. But hopefully this one stays. I haven't been here to really look at the underwater cantina, but it's made good progress. The bar itself is fully operational, but the aquarium is still a work in progress. But it looks pretty nice. And what's nice about this one is that they have handcrafted cocktails. So if you want something really nice, this is where you go. Over at the Mexican Flavors booth, which is just a little bit away from Manta, you have a whole new slew of menu items, including cóctel de camarón, carnitas tacos, braised beef tacos, chipotle mushroom, portobello mushroom tacos, elote ribs, and a churro cheesecake. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to get most of the items here. So first of all, we have the carnitas taco, corn tortilla, pickled onions, crema, and cilantro. Now they didn't have cilantro, and I don't like pickled onions, so I had them hold those. But here's a note: they actually put pico de gallo on there too. Not listed on the menu, so if you don't like tomato and that stuff, make sure you tell them as well. And then to the right is the braised beef tacos. Same thing on top: corn tortilla, pickled onions, crema, micro cilantro, and the pico de gallo, which is not listed. And the cóctel de camarón: cucumber, red onion, tomato, cilantro, and a couple chips. Okay, gonna try the cocktail first. So it's more of kind of like a ceviche. The shrimp is pretty good. It's not that bad. There's shrimp, some it looks like jalapeno, tomato sauce. It's interesting though because it's kind of like almost like they took ceviche and then they just put like a marinara sauce in there. I know it's a tomato cocktail sauce, but not really feeling it. Two kisses at the most. So a good note, kind of like a little pro tip for you is, if there is something that you absolutely do not like, you're not going to eat it, no one in your party likes it, it just tastes terrible, undercooked, whatever the case may be, SeaWorld is very good about getting an item substituted for you, remaking it for you. You just have to let them know. So be honest with them, be upfront. Don't come up to them with an empty plate and say, I didn't like it, give me another one. But go to them and say, hey, you know what? I bought this item, I used my punch on the item, and it just was not that good. They're more than happy to take care of you. Usually they'll give you another item that's on their menu, or they'll say, hey, would you like something from one of the other locations? So don't be afraid to be honest with them, let them know. They actually do appreciate sometimes when the customers give them actually honest feedback as to what does and doesn't work here. Then they know for future food festivals, what was the reason? Did people not like it because of XYZ? So be honest, and it might work in your favor sometimes. Next up is the carnitas taco. Very good. No, this is actually very delicious. The carnitas is very nice and moist, pretty warm. It actually cooled down a little bit because it got windy as I've been standing here today. But it's very good. Good flavor. The crema is just right. I'm very pleased with this one. Being in San Diego, I consider it the capital of tacos outside of Mexico. But this is definitely going to get 4.5 kisses. Then next up is the braised beef tacos. Not as flavorful as the carnitas, but still very good. Everything works well balanced. I enjoyed it. I would definitely get these two tacos again, but for the beef ones, I'm going to give it a good solid 4 kisses. Here at the Asian Flavors booth, there's a whole slew of menu items here, including 2 types of lo mein, chicken and vegetable. Same with pork and vegetable gyozas, a bulgogi bowl, mochi ice cream, and spiked Thai iced tea. Over at Polynesian Flavors, you have a spicy poke bowl, Kahlua pork sandwich, a huapia, which apparently is coconut and an edible flower, pineapple sorbet, and coconut sorbet. A tiki bar. You know me, I love my tiki bars, so we have the Polynesian Flavors Tiki Bar, which has a couple of nice tropical drinks, a Hawaiian Pineapple Express, made with ocean organic Hawaiian vodka, fresh pineapple and mint, a Blue Hawaiian with Florida Conarun, passion fruit, orange juice, blue curacao, lime, and edible flower. I'm going to start off with the Blue Hawaiian. It's a strong drink, not so much in the sense of alcohol. Lots of juices, lots of sugar. Not too bad. You have to be a fan of the citrus juices, you know, orange juice, pineapple juice. You have to be a fan of that to like these drinks. And I like it. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Now for the Hawaiian Pineapple Express. Not a fan of this one. Levels are all mixed up. Like, I don't know how to say it, but it just doesn't taste well balanced. Even though I'm a fan of like Dole Whips, pineapple in general, I love them. This is not that good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with like a. Actually, it doesn't deserve any kisses. Just a.
It stinks.
Well, it looks like I got about half of the punches done on our first part of the Seven Seas Food Festival journey here at SeaWorld San Diego. Didn't do too bad. There are plenty of weeks to happen. This thing does happen every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, from now until May 1st. So there's plenty of chances to get down here if you're planning on coming here. Really good time for the family. Well, that is going to do it for today's journey here at SeaWorld San Diego for the Seven Seas Food Festival. I had an amazing time. I hope you did as well too. We got a chance to try some delicious food. I gave you some recommendations, some not so hot recommendations.
It stinks.
But overall, we had a great time. So, first of all, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Second, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then third, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever there's a new video that comes across on the channel. And as always, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Big Red Journeys. So from me to you, thank you, and I'll see you on the next journey. Bye-bye now.